Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to get on here this morning, I guess for me personally, to kind of calm my nerves. I've been anxious for the last few days. Some of you guys might be feeling some anxiety about, I guess, what's to come over the next few days. And I just kind of need to, distract myself with something else, right? So last night I was watching Real Housewives of Potomac. Ooh, did I just say Potomac like Funky Dineva? Good Lord, Potomac. He got me saying Potomac. Oh, Lord. Okay, anyway, I was watching Real Housewives of Potomac, which I watch every Sunday evening, okay? And I was watching kind of like this back and forth between Dr. Wendy Osefo and Karen. Karen was never one of my favorites, but I have come to really love her over the last, maybe couple of seasons or so. And I've been really loving the place that Karen has been in. And I was definitely feeling her last night when she basically got Wendy all the way together. Now, Dr. Wendy Osefo is one of the new cast members. Well, she is the new cast member this season. And, the season has been pretty much surrounded the whole thing between Candace and Monique. And they introduced Wendy as being connected to Candace, right? And so Wendy has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, maybe just based on how she kind of she was ushered in, and she's pretty much taken sides, and she says she's about women's empowerment, blah, 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 but she's acting like this, she's acting like that. But that's really not my issue with Wendy. My issue with Wendy is how she has come off as elitist to me. And that's hard to do with this franchise. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm just going to say Potomac. She comes off as an elitist. She does every single time she is on camera. She is talking about her 4 degrees. Now, make no mistake about it. She should be very, very proud of what she has done. She is an accomplished woman. And so when Karen said something along the lines of, well, she's not a real doctor, we know she's not a medical doctor, but put some respect on her name when you say her name, because she earned that doctorate. If everybody else could go around calling themselves Dr. So-and-so and so-and-so, she earned hers too. She absolutely did. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of what she has been able to accomplish. Black women are actually the most educated of all the demographics, right? And that's great, what she's been able to do. She's also revealed that she's miserable. She's absolutely miserable, and she did it all for her mother. She did it all for the sake of pleasing her family, right? But Wendy, in my opinion, uses her degrees as a weapon to put down other people, and I'm just not feeling her. And it's crazy that the season is like maybe halfway through, and Bravo was actually able to go and flash back how many times she has said, I got 4 degrees. I got 4 degrees. She was out there last night saying, I don't even brag about my degree. They was able to roll the tape and show Wendy bragging about the fact that she has 4 degrees, just like Rochelle used to do on Everybody Hates Chris. My man got 2 jobs. That's kind of how she was coming off. And it does come off that she puts down other people by weaponizing her education, as if education is the only way you can be successful. And Karen had to let her know, listen, common sense go a whole lot farther than anything else, and people can be successful without a degree. Now, I don't know Wendy's age, but I grew up in a time, especially, going to high school in the early 90s and coming up with The Different World, like the show The Different World. I grew up at a time where obviously education was everything for Black people. I wanted to go to an HBCU because I watched The Different World. Matter of fact, a little private personal story about me. I got accepted into Xavier University down in New Orleans. I all me and my family, we watched A Different World all the time. Like this cousin over here was gonna go to Grambling. I was gonna go to Xavier. Da, 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 da. That's what we grew up. Shit, my cousin went to go to Grambling because he thought he was gonna see the TLC, baby, baby, baby video. I mean, it was just dumb, right? But at the end of the day, we were taught that's the next logical step for you. You go to college. Now, I didn't end up at Xavier because my dumb ass didn't send in my dorm fees in time, and I had to end up taking an alternative and going to a state school, right? It worked out. It's fine. But I still think to myself, what would life have been if I had gone on and gone to Xavier? How different life would be. But nonetheless, we were taught that you go to college. And there was this kind of elitist attitude between those who went to college and those who did not. I'll never forget. Now, if y'all know A Different World episodes, because I do, I'll never forget the episode where Lena James had her friend Tupac and them, Piccolo, came to visit. And, they were feeling like Lena had changed. And her friend was like, man, you didn't change, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I would rather be here than ending up with a city job. And, the audience applauded that and everything like that. And now that I look back on that, because at the time I was like, yeah, that's right. Now that I look back on that, I just think to myself, I would give my right ear right now to end up with a city job. There's nothing wrong with a city job, but we were kind of like taught to believe that there was something wrong with taking different jobs that didn't necessarily require a lot of education. We were taught that. And that was kind of an elitist attitude. Now, we also knew as African Americans, in order to succeed, right, you had to have some kind of education. Now things, in my opinion, are a little different. You can become an entrepreneur without going to spend all these thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a college education, which may not even grant you much of anything, right? Another personal story. I was devastated when my son decided, I worked so hard all these years, put us out here in a decent area to get him a great, education. And I'm like, okay, I want you to go away to school, go away. He's like, I want to stay home. I want to go to community college, right? I was devastated by that because I wanted it for me. I wanted him to go away for me because I wanted to be able to brag about that. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I wanted that for him. Now, thank goodness he didn't, because let me tell you, his grades were trash. He did, in fact, stay home and go to community college. His grades were trash, and I'm so grateful I did not spend a whole lot of money, because I would have been pissed off had he went away, and I'm paying those out-of-state tuitions, I'm paying for the dorm, and he still brought home some trash-ass grades. Now, to wrap that up, eventually, of course, my son went off to, he is now a father, but he also has his own business, and he's doing very, very well. So, he did a year, right? He got the experience. He went off and he became an entrepreneur. So you don't have to always necessarily have that college education to go off and be an entrepreneur. And matter of fact, I, as an educator, would even tell people, I would say, people need to look more into the trades and stuff like that. People look down on those jobs at one point or another. They look down on plumbers and electricians and stuff. But those they make good money. They make great money. So you don't always have to, I got 4 degrees. That's just elitist. That's so elitist. And like I've been trying to like Wendy, but I don't like how she weaponizes her education against other people. I just don't like that. Again, she should be proud that she did this. But guess what? I have a bachelor's, I have a master's, I have an ABD, which is all but dissertation, because I was working on my master's and my doctorate actually at the same time. And you know what happened to me? I was so burned out. I was a new wife. I had a baby on the way. I already had a son. I got burned out and damn near had a nervous breakdown, y'all. I couldn't take it no more. I just stopped. But the bills didn't stop. I just couldn't take it. And I had to think to myself, who was I doing this for? At the end of the day, was I doing it because I really wanted to go ahead and get my doctorate so I could have doctor in front of my name? Or who was I doing it for? Because at the end of the day, I still ended up doing something I love to do. Now, teaching doesn't pay like, being like Dr. So-and-so, but I was still fulfilled by what I was doing. So I had to almost damn near kill myself trying to get all these degrees and still couldn't figure out who I was getting all these degrees for. And I'm proud of my education. Like I said, I don't even tout it. I don't even talk about it. I don't. I really just don't. I mean, I don't see like I got this degree. Because at the end of the day, Wendy, you got 4 degrees, but you still on a reality show with other women. You got 4 degrees. You are miserable. Out of your mouth, you're unhappy because you did all of this and you don't even really want to be a professor anymore. And you weaponize it against the other ladies, but you on the same reality show with these other ladies. So what makes you any different? Except that you honestly did earn that doctor in front of your name. So I agreed with Karen last night about the fact that, listen, I would honestly have a whole lot of common sense more than book sense. Some of the most smartest people don't got the brains God gave them. They just don't. They be some of the most book smart people be some of the dumbest folks out there. All right. Can I get an amen? And you can be successful without all of that. And again, Lena James, now that I can look back on that episode, girl, bye. Okay. I would take a city job in a heartbeat. Okay. I absolutely would. The benefits, all of that. Okay. You can keep that college degree. Well, all that loan payments and you're paying all these loans back and shit like that. Give me the city job. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that last night. Because that kind of just been irking me that Wendy is constantly touting that. And it makes me think that while she does have something to be, she's very accomplished and she absolutely should be proud of that. She comes off insecure that she has to keep telling people over and over and over again that she has 4 degrees. Wendy is also the same person that basically said when Monique did everything and everything popped off is that's why white people don't want us at their table. And I'm just like, Wendy, that's not it. They don't want us there because they don't like us. I mean, Monique's little scuffle with Candace did not set us back 400 years, babe girl. And if I can recall, I done seen Wendy pop off a time or two. But I just thought it was kind of funny watching Karen do the little Wendy walk down the stairs. It was just kind of funny to me. But I wanted to definitely just talk a little bit about that. Like I said, she is an accomplished woman. She deserved that doctor. Karen was wrong on that one. She absolutely deserves that doctor in front of her name. She earned it. But she's also unhappy. And all she got is, I got 4 degrees. I got 4 degrees. I got 4 degrees. Girl, listen, there's a lot of people with a whole lot less that's doing remarkably better than you with all them damn degrees and probably the debt to go with it. Okay? So, anyway, I just had to get that off my chest this morning as I get on my way, get started with this week. Guys, we're going to be all right. Okay? Try to breathe. Try to stay away from the TV if you can. Or if you do, watch something fun. Just watch something just kind of like, a guilty pleasure type of thing. Try to stay away from all the noise surrounding what's happening. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Let's just try to get through this together. All right. So anyway, that's all I have to say to you guys. I'm probably going to take tomorrow and the next day off. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. All right. But unless something else go down that is interesting to talk about. But nonetheless, I'm going to go and do me a favor, guys, if you haven't done so already. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for me. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, y'all.